clash of the Titans, La Revancha of the Century. Dern versus Ribas 2 just ended like a day and a half ago. I'm just gonna do a quick recap, talk about how I did. Spoiler alert, I did fucking shit. I went, let's see, 9-5. Crazy. Still did better than the Guru though, so I'm up on him every card so far I've done. So let's go to the first fight. But before that, I'll talk about, well, real quick. Overall, I've done the last three fight cards. I'm 33-8 overall. This one really fucked up my loss total. I got six underdogs, 3-0 in the main event, and I was green on my betting the first 2 weeks, but yeah, I lost thousands of dollars. Yeah, I did terrible this week, but we'll bounce back. But yeah, first fight, Elias Selecki. Yeah, we knew that was gonna happen. Aliyev, I have to say, boring as fuck. The first round, zero strikes, significant strikes, just held him down the whole time. Second round, I think Selecki actually almost got him in a triangle. It was pretty tight, but yeah, I can't even believe Selecki has a win in the UFC because I mean he's just so mid. It's insane. I'm trying to look at his wins right now. And it's all L's. Oh, he beat one of the ugliest guys in the UFC history. Okay. Yeah, I mean he beat Jim Miller. Wow, okay. But yeah, back to the fight. Yeah, Aliyev, I think this fight just kind of proved Aliyev is not even that good. Got mounted by Selecki in the third round, and Selecki was short notice. Yeah, pretty boring fight. Aliyev just his goal is to take you down and do no sort of damage towards you. Um, the only excitement in his fights is like his corner. The whole fight, he has cornermen screaming. They sound like a bunch of monkeys. Um, but yeah, shit fight. Next one, Fatima Klein Dudakova. Yeah, Klein pretty much put on a clinic. I'm sure all you guys saw Dudakova slap her coach at the end, and I mean, if that was a coach's game plan, I don't fucking blame her. She just tried to force the takedown the whole time. She gassed out. Klein was able to defend and switch positions the whole time. And Klein's actually she's one of the rare females who have that little aggression in their blood. She did a lot of nice elbows, which eventually cut Dudakova up really bad. And I like to see that from the girls. Violence. Yeah, but Frildo Klein looked really good. I think she's a prospect to look out for. And Dudakova, this is now confirmed she's pretty ass. Unlucky. Next fight. This is my first L, and I'm not surprised. Gajusulov Bruno Lopez, pretty shit fight. First round, Gajusulov was really fast. He's trying to kind of tippy tap Lopez. That's what he was doing. And towards the end, he got held up against the fence, and I think that's when Lopez was like, "Oh, okay, I found out how I'm gonna win this fight." So the next two rounds, he pretty much just held him up against the fence, and try to make it a really tiring fight. Um, but yeah, I'm not surprised. I mean, Gajusulov in his UFC debut didn't look that good, and he beat Branson Ribeiro, who's pretty ass. And in the contender series, he fought an even worse opponent, couldn't even finish him. He's just one of those guys who, if any sort of adversity happens to him, he'll crumble. In this fight, he just got, I don't know, against the fence. He was just so easy. He just accepts just getting turned and being held. He had good takedown defense, but I mean, I can kind of tell he doesn't really have that dog in him. Lopez, they are both really tired at the end, but Lopez kind of just pushed it a little bit more. Just pretty much, it was a shit fight, but credit to Lopez, he looked decent on the feet, I guess. I mean, he just pretty much just tried to hold him against the cage. Um, and yeah, good underdog money. I got the underdog. It was plus money to go the distance, and I said that was a lock, so that's a victory for me. Next fight, Karakites Cagliari. Um, Actually decent fight. Yeah, it was actually a decent fight. First round, Cagliari came out strong. Um, yeah, I guess just using her physicality, and she won the first round, in my opinion. Karakic kind of, she was doing pretty bad, but towards the end of the first round, came alive. The next two, she put on a pretty good striking clinic. Um, I don't see how it was a split, but yeah, pretty good for a girls' fight. It was actually pretty good. Karakic looked good. Cagliari's striking, yeah, Cagliari looks pretty shit. I'm not gonna lie, but she's pretty bad. Not her fighting's bad, but her looks, she looks fucking. She got all the enhancements, all the good enhancements. But yeah, good job, Carter Cage. Got her first UFC win. Oh, and her odds, it was like minus 170, minus 125 for her to win the distance. That's pretty good. I should have done that, but yeah. Next fight, Parsons Jacoby Smith. That's Jacoby Smith is who Bo Nickel thinks he is, but yeah, I stole that meme. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, what a fucking KO. Smith came out really aggressive. Um, yeah, I did not know striking was that good. Really powerful. We know he has the wrestling. What a fucking KO. I think it was straight right to get the distance. Torques left hook, drops Parsons. His first KO. No, he got TKO'd by D Rod, but and that was perfect timing. I was in my live stream. I was like, has Parsons even been knocked out in UFC? Bam, gets knocked out. Yeah, good shit, Jacoby Smith. Really good prospect. I think he's gonna go far. He has everything. And Parsons probably gonna get cut. Unfortunate, because Jacoby was short notice as well, like a week and a half short notice. So it's probably the end of Preston. Next fight, Moises Ogden. I predicted this fight to a T perfectly. I said it was going to be a close fight. Um, I mean, I don't know if you could say close, but first round, Ogden was looking really good. Moises had some good calf kicks, but Ogden's striking looked really good. Wins the first round. Second round, he's doing is kind of the same thing. Um, but then I think Ogden he gets dropped by calf kicks, and Moises just gets on top, lays on him the whole time. And I actually saw on Ogden's Instagram, he said he tore his bicep in the beginning of the second round. And you can see at the end, like when they're doing the decisions, and he shows off his bicep, tore his bicep off the bone. His his bicep is like all shriveled up. Looked so nasty. But yeah, so I don't blame him for falling off in the fight. But yeah, third round. So it's 1-1 in the third round. Ogden, he goes for he rushes a takedown. No, he jumps the back on Moises, who's a really good BJJ guy. And Moises just like flips him, falls on his back, and Ogden just is on bottom the rest of the round. Moises did no damage on top, of course, but yeah, wins 29-28. I called that fight perfectly. Next fight, Tulio Potieria. Fair play to Tulio. He proved me wrong, and what I mean by that is I did not know he was that good. He looked really good. Big guy for the weight class. Really good striking, powerful. Yeah, it's pretty much merged Potieria. There's nothing much else to say, and Potieria is probably going to get cut, missed weight. Um, I mean, he has like a lot of losses. Sucks for him because I mean, he has a lot of short notice fights, a lot of fun fights, but I mean, how many losses? One, two, three, four, five, six. He's 2-6, 3-fight loss streak, and I went on his Instagram, and I don't know if he retired or just said he's taking a long break or something. The translation's like fucked up on Instagram, but I mean, I was thinking his next matchup, if he stays in the UFC, him versus Bruno Silva, the two washed middleweights. Loser goes home forever. But yeah, good job, Marco Tulio. Good job not only in the fight, but in your relationship. Because your girl's Norma Dumont. Lucky guy. And to cap off the prelims, yeah, this one hurts. Bunez, armbars Johnson. Um, I'm gonna put a little bit of blame on myself. Um, most of Bunez's wins is by submission, 8 out of his 14 wins are by submission, and we all know Jose Johnson has no ground game. He has good scrambles, but no. I mean, he gets taken down all the time. Shit jujitsu. I mean, he got fucking twisted. One, he's like, how many twisters have been in the UFC? Two, so or three, I think. But yeah, it was a fun fight while it lasted. Good scrambles. Johnson was looking good, but then I mean, he just left his arm in there, and Bunos took it home. Does a Kami celebration. Jose Johnson's probably cut 1-3 in the UFC. Missed weight as well. I want him to stay because he's a fun fighter, but yeah, wraps for him. Next fight. Here's another L for me. And for everyone, let's be honest, no one chose Puna. Everyone chose Uros Medic. Crazy KO. Yeah, 31 seconds. Puna, the parlay killer. Got on him, kind of saved his career. He went from losing to Dustin Stoltzfus and getting a KO Medic, was actually pretty good. So good job on him. Did the same type of KO as Kai Kara France against Steve Versig, where I think he went for like an overhand or a hook or something, and then steps and follows through. Okay. Then just decks him right in the chin. Awesome KO. So busted my parlay, but it was a good knockout. So good on him. Let's see who he fights next. Okay, next fight. Damn, I went on a one, two, three. I went on a 4 loss prediction streak. That's crazy. C-Rod Austin Bashi. This one especially hurts because I mean I'm C-Rod's biggest fan. I predicted him to beat Raul Rosas. I predicted him to beat all the prospects except this one. Um, I got too much into the hype of Bashi. I should have looked more into the opponent he fought on the Contender Series. I had forgotten. He's short noticed. He was just some skinny fat Mexican guy. Wasn't that good. And I mean, I saw all over Instagram Bashi's the next big thing. And I thought he was a lot bigger than C-Rod. He really wasn't. He's just a little more beefy, more muscle. But yeah, C-Rod looked phenomenal. Was emoting on him, stuffed most of his takedowns. The one thing I'll give credit to Bashi, I thought he was going to gas out really bad. He lost some steam, but he kept going the whole fight. But yeah, C-Rod looked really good jabs. Was busting up Bashi's face. Um, I believe, let's see the scorecards. Here it is. Round one was C-Rod. Round two was Bashi. He took him down and laid on him for a good while. And round three, C-Rod rallied back, was emoting on him, flipped someone off in the crowd. But yeah, the prospect killer strikes again. Yeah, as you can see, the scorecard. Bashi, 23 years old. He's not bad. His striking's not that good. His kicks are terrible. Decent wrestling, but he has a lot to work on. And C-Rod, he said he's never dropping down a bantamweight. He's just staying at featherweight. Um, he lost to fucking Julian Arosa. That's really why I picked Bashi. I thought he was just way undersized, but yeah, C-Rod proves he's the man. Good shit. You're still my boy, even though I didn't pick you. Ah, this one hurts. Chris Curtis, Roman Kopylov, fight of the night. What a fight! And for all you motherfuckers who make fun of Chris Curtis, call him Crybaby Kurt, I know he's an emotional guy, but you have to admit, literally all his fights are bangers. Such a good, such a good watch. I love his boxing. He's honestly one of my favorite fighters. He's so fun to watch. Um, but I chose Curtis, and I still think my prediction was pretty accurate. I predicted that Kopylov was going to start off strong, but then Curtis was going to be able to like kind of block a lot of the punches and rally back, and Kopylov would gas. That's kind of what happened. But then Kopylov actually rallied back. So the first round, Kopylov was really aggressive, really fast, fast kicks, fast punches. Curtis was blocking a lot of them though. That's the thing, and rolling a lot with them, his guard. So he didn't take that much damage. Towards the end of the first round, you could arguably say Curtis won the first round because he rallied back. But I understand Kopylov in the first round. Second round, for sure, Chris Curtis, really good jab, really good boxing. Kopylov looked like he was going to gas out. He was getting his already broken nose busted up. In the third round, Kopylov rallied back, good on him. Um, got a lot of his speed back and actually hurt Curtis multiple times. And honestly, the first time we've ever seen that in UFC, Curtis kind of getting wobbled a bit. Um, yeah, and then 1 second ago, Curtis blocks the head kick, but only with one hand. He's like this. You can't block a hard kick like that with only one hand. So he gets wobbled. The ref fucks up. Terrible stoppage. I mean, Curtis is literally sticking there because they know the fight's over, and he's just like, and then Mark Smith stops it. Fucked up my parlay. I had I had a good parlay for this to go to distance and for I think the Moises fight, and he fucked it up. But Curtis would have lost anyway on the scorecards. But still, that's fucking bullshit. Um, but good job, Kopylov. Awesome fight. Curtis mentioned on Instagram he's thinking of going to 170. Fuck it, why not? You knocked out Buckley. Now he's top, what, top six, top five in the division. And Curtis is really small, probably the smallest guy in the division. So, hey, why not? But awesome fight. That was a fucking banger. And this next fight, Cesar Almeida, Abdulrazak Alhassan. I didn't know you had that in you, Almeida, the knockout power. Um, I was worried that I was going to get this pick around that Alhassan would knock him out. Actually drops Almeida. But Almeida, his eyes were still there. So it wasn't a terrible knockdown. And then Alhassan's the rest of the time got too overconfident. And I was for sure thinking, I was like, oh man, Almeida's going to get knocked out. And he's on the fence doing the guard, and Alhassan's just wailing on him. Almeida loads his hips, loads his ass, boom, unleashes a crazy left hook, and Al Hassan's out stiff, cold, hits his head on the canvas hard, and he was out for like 2 minutes. He was a really bad knockout, but crazy, crazy comeback. Something's in my fucking throat. I don't know. I had two fucking Diet Cokes. I think I'm getting, but yeah, good shit. Almeida performance of the night. It was like, how many decisions were there? One, two, no, two, three, four, five. Okay, well, there's a lot of fights, but I mean, no performance of the night for Jacoby Smith, none for Tulio, none for Bunez, none for Soriano. They were stingy today. I mean, they could have gave out some more bonuses, but yeah, awesome knockout. Out of the co-main, this was a fucking good ass fight and a goofy ass fight as well. I was literally laughing at Carlson Harris's striking. His straight right, he literally throw like this. And I was like, bro, what is that striking? But I'm trying to look at the stats right here. What you gonna say? Knockdowns. He only had one knockdown. Well, yeah, in the first round, he knocked down Ponzi bad. Hey, let's see the scorecards. Okay, wow. So the judges gave Ponzinibbio the second round. I'm trying to remember. I kind of thought that Harris was like on the first two and was hurting Ponzinibbio a lot. I remember him. He like wobbled him like 5 times. I thought, but yeah, Ponzinibbio was getting hurt a lot by his goofy ass strikes. By Harris's goofy ass strikes. Um, I don't know. Harris had a decent left hook, but what I think went wrong is Harris was throwing really hard, and he kind of gassed himself out. And in the third round, Ponzinibbio just clipped him. Harris went down, and he was kind of just kept getting clipped. And eventually, the ref stopped the fight. I thought that it was a good stoppage at first, but then on the replay, Harris actually kind of like threw back, and then the ref stopped it. So yeah, unlucky, but I mean, I did just saw the scorecard. He would have lost anyway because two of the judges gave Ponzinibbio the second round. But yeah, it was a not great technical fight, but Ponzinibbio was a dog. Came back. Yeah, good ass fight. Good job. Now the main fight. To be honest, I was yawning the whole time. I was pretty tired. Uh, if I remember correctly, I think the first round was What the fuck? One judge gave first to Ribas and second to Dern. The other two gave the first round to Dern and second to Ribas. Unless it's like written wrong. I remember I think it was the first round. Um, I don't know. Some one of them was like on bottom the whole time, and in the second round, the other person was on bottom the whole time. So I'm guessing this is like fucked up or something because there's no way. But yeah, it was pretty boring. Then the third, this is round one. Will it show? Yeah, I'm guessing Dern was on top the whole time. Yeah, and then the second one, Ribas was on top the whole time. Round three, um, I'm surprised Ribas got armbarred, and because it looked like she's kind of giving her arm to Dern. You could see it a mile away, but yeah, Dern gets the armbar. I think her first submission in like 5 years, so kind of surprising there. But yeah, it was a good armbar. I can't believe Dern was the underdog though. She looked decent. Uh, Ribas. I think what happened, Dern went in the mount, and there's like a minute left, and Ribas was like, oh, and then eventually gave her arm, and like there's 10 seconds left, and she tapped. But yeah, that was easy plus money. I was really surprised Dern was underdog. But yeah, that was the whole card. Actually, a good card. A lot of crazy ass knockouts. I did terrible betting wise and pick wise, but yeah, I'm still doing pretty good. Next week we got Makachis 2. That's gonna be awesome. And I'm also gonna post my live reactions to all the finishes of what just happened. There's some pretty funny reactions, but yeah, till next time.